Boris is a male Deinocheirus that lives in the swampy part of Biosyn Valley. His diet mainly consists of water plants, but sometimes he goes after fish and smaller dinosaurs as well. Size-wise, he's almost as large as the valley's resident Deinocheirus and much bulkier, but not nearly as aggressive. Saying that though, he's not afraid to defend himself from predators if he needs to. Boris sometimes fights the Deinocheirus for territory, along with defending himself from smaller carnivores like Pyroraptor, Dilophosaurus, and Velociraptor, while also avoiding larger carnivores like Rexy and Zeb. Boris tries to avoid fights when he can, and only fights when there's no other option. When he does fight, he can pack quite the punch. He's even landed some good hits on the Deinocheirus when fighting for territory. When the locusts were released from the lab and the valley was set on fire, that day changed Boris's life forever. Though he survived the initial disaster, he was struggling to find food. The rivers and lakes had dried up, which meant the wet plants that he liked were also dry. Boris was forced to travel elsewhere in the valley to find food and water. He came across the center where Rexy and Zeb had their infamous battle, and he saw Zeb's lifeless body on the ground. Then he noticed Rexy sound asleep nearby. Not wanting to wake her, Boris quietly snuck past her. The Deinocheirus was also there, but unlike Rexy, it was wide awake. When the Deinocheirus saw Boris, it immediately roared aggressively at him, which woke Rexy up. She noticed the Deinocheirus and ran towards him. Knowing that he had no chance against two apexes, Boris tried to run away. Luckily for him, Rexy and the Deinocheirus ended up getting distracted on each other, giving Boris enough time to escape. As he traveled across the forest, Boris eventually found his new home within a big pond with all the food and water he could ever want. The best part about it was, there was no Deinocheirus to compete with him for territory, though he did have to share his new home with a herd of parasaurs, who fortunately for him, didn't mind him being there, and went about their business. Boris did the same with the parasaurs, and he lived happily and in peace in his new home. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. But until next time, I will see you guys in the next video.